You need to understand this. You're starving your soul every single time you do something that is not in alignment with your purpose. And because of that, you're ruining your relationships with women. Women don't respect you. Women are not attracted to you. Gentlemen, today I want to talk about the importance of working on your communication in relationships while you're on a self-improvement, self-development journey. So it's a big topic right now in masculinity, just in general, that you should really focus on yourself. And that's something I push a lot on this channel. Like, start working on your finances, start, working on your focus. What do you want your bigger mission in life to be? But if you've been doing that for a bit, even a month, 2 months, 3 months, there's going to be times where while you're working on yourself, you're going to feel really lonely. And chances are you're not amazing at delaying gratification and sacrifice yet. And so what you're going to do is probably give in to going out and talking to some women, or you're going to feel lonely one night, you're going to swipe on Tinder, whatever. And one of the best ways to stay off of porn, stay off of these bad habits, and stay consistent in pursuing your vision of excellence is to also look at relationships and communication with women as part of your development. There's a guy on YouTube. If you're watching this, you've probably seen him, but his name's Hamza, and he has 500K right now. He's blown up over the last year, and something he talks about is holistic self-improvement. And I couldn't agree more with that. It's one of those things where you have to really look at yourself and realize that, just because you're working on your fitness doesn't mean that you're not a human, and you're not going to feel like you are, missing out on opportunities with women that you could really have good experiences with. Because listen, I know a ton of rich guys. I know a ton of guys with the money. I know a ton of guys that have money and an amazing physique, and they still can't get women. And it's a little easier for sure, but they can't build that long-lasting attraction that I'm trying to teach you on this channel. The attraction where you get a wife or you get a girlfriend, and 5, 10, 20, 30 years from now, you have this life companion, whether she's the mother of your children or she's just, someone you're experiencing life with. No matter what it is, she's still sending you dirty texts. She's still interested in you. She's still attracted to you. She still thinks you are the man for her. She still sees you as that rock for her emotions. And the only way to have that long lasting is to have also improved communication and better emotional strength. Because, I talk about on this channel how men are logical, and we need to remain logical, and women are emotional, and they need to be able to experience those emotions. But that doesn't mean that emotions won't come up. And I also talk about how, when you have emotions come up, there's chances to, every time you have emotions come up that hurt you, that are negative, that's a chance to grow tougher and grow more emotional toughness. But what you got to understand is that you also need to be building your communication skills with these women you're talking to. And so I think one thing that I've learned is that you can choose to get laid first or get paid first, and both of those impact your life. And if you're on the way to getting paid, if you're on the way to building a body, having your focus and your vision in life, or you've already gotten there and you still have not gotten the get laid part, the get women, no matter what your beliefs are, if you haven't built up the ability to attract women consistently, then there's communication that's lacking. And that communication will still be lacking even if you're this black-pilled guy that's I'm gonna go make $1 million and then I'm gonna get the body first. It's there's something deeper that is telling you, you are telling yourself that you don't have the right to flirt and tease a girl. She is so much better than you. And you're putting these women on a pedestal thinking that to get a woman that's an 8, that has a great personality and she's emotionally healthy and she would make a great mother for your children, you're thinking that that would take some monumental feat, like making $1 million before you're 35. And it's that's just not true. the fact is, there's the gap at the 1% of men that you actually can be at is pretty fucking wide. Like, you can slot in anywhere in the 1%. There's Jeff Bezos, but there's also a guy that makes $150K a year, and he has a pretty decent body, and he's in decent shape, and he's in the 1% too. And those are, and he's really good emotionally and really understands how to communicate with women. And so that's what people don't talk about. Like, yes, it is not average. It is well above average to make $150,000 a year. It is well above average to have 15 to 12% body fat. It is well above average to have an 8 on your arm, women hitting you up, trying to reach out to you, having, 20, 30 matches a day on dating apps. That's well above average, and that's in the 1%, but it's not unachievable. It's not unachievable even if you're 50 now. It's not unachievable to get there by 53. And that's something that I think a lot of you are missing out on. And so I want to talk about communication with women and some things you can do to communicate better, because the fact is, at some point along your journey, even if you're completely focused on your mission, your vision of excellence, and you're sacrificing everything. You're sacrificing nights out, you're sacrificing, you're telling girls, no, hey, I can't hang out, whatever, I'm gonna go to bed. Like, the fact is, there's gonna be a time where you're gonna meet a woman that has, should be an amazing mother to your children, and you're not gonna be done with your financial journey yet. You're not gonna be done with your physical journey yet. And you want to be able to attract that woman and keep her attracted while you work on your goals without sacrificing your goals and your ambition and your masculinity. And you need to maintain a strong masculine frame through that, because I've seen too many guys get on this grind, get on this mission of self-improvement, and they've lost women that, the quality of woman that it would take 5-10 years to find again. They've lost that. And I think the saddest part is that these men think that they can throw that away because they'll definitely find a better woman in the future. And even if that's true, you're putting yourself through so much emotional turmoil. You're putting yourself through so much bullshit that you don't have to. If you had just realized that self-development and this journey you're on is like I mentioned earlier, Hamza says, it's this holistic experience, right? And so you need to work on your charisma and your communication. So I want to talk about, I know we're 7 minutes into the video, but I want to talk about some ways that you can communicate with women better. So as you're on your self-development journey, the first thing that you can do is you can start to tease women more. And you can start to realize that if you take away all the looks, this is actually a pretty good thought experiment. If you take away all the looks from a woman and she was just a guy, she was just a dude, how high quality would that dude be? How high quality would that man be that she is being, if she's acting like that? If you take away all the feminine energy, if you take away all the looks, all the beauty, how much integrity does this woman have? And then you can start to actually tease her based on the way you would tease like a buddy. Like, hey bro, you're looking kind of skinny in that jacket, right? Like, looking a little small. You could give her a tease like, hey, I like that jacket, but you look crazy like my ex. I feel like you're gonna throw me in a trash bag at the end of the night in several pieces. And you can start having these fun interactions with these women because you realize that they are just people. And that is the most valuable lesson that I learned, is that without being an asshole, you can actually go out and really become a man that can tease women because you're confident in yourself and you're confident in your trajectory. And I think the second point I want to make is that when you're on this trajectory to becoming the man you want to be and pushing yourself to be a masculine winner, this winner that women are attracted to, you will start to get more attention from women. And you will start to understand that trajectory is much more powerful than actually being there. Trajectory is so much more powerful because women can tell when you're doing the work behind the scenes. The reason the girl goes home with the cool guy in the jacket with the car, with the chiseled jaw, is because that is physical evidence. The reason she's going home with him from the club in 5 minutes is because that is physical evidence that he is on his mission. He is pursuing his vision of excellence. Because trust me, guys, I've gone through phases where I've been a big talker and I've just talked about things I want to do, but I haven't been doing the work. And those are times where the girls I've been with, they've lost attraction for me and they're like, I'm not sure what's happening. Even girls that like I hadn't seen in a couple months, they're like, hey, you're like less vocal when we're sleeping together. Like you're talking less, you're talking less dirty to me. You know, you're not as into it as you were the last time we were, you know, together. And the reason is because women can tell energetically that you have lost your purpose, you have lost your vision of excellence, you have lost touch with that. And so you need to keep that in mind, because trajectory will work wonders for you. And that's number 2. You know, trajectory will do things for you that will completely change your life. Women can tell when you're putting in the work every single day. You can still be fat, you can still be broke, but if you're working every single day and you are putting in work to be the man, if you're acting like the man that you want to be, if you're already being that guy, it doesn't matter if you're a millionaire yet. If you are on the way and you're doing the things every day, for her, it's like fucking a millionaire, right? It feels the same. And women are emotional, they're not logical, right? So it needs to feel the same. That's why trajectory is so valuable. Number 3, okay? You need to be able to have fun. And this comes down to having a vision of excellence. You know, you need to be able to have fun, go through life and be joyous, man. You know, go through life and actually have some spring in your step. Be happy to be here. You know, get off social media. Like, I'm gonna talk about this in almost all my videos. Like, turn off all social media and set notifications for just specific creators of content. Go subscribe to Hamza's channel. Hit the notification bell on his. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to First Man. Subscribe to Casey Zander. Pick 5 to 10 channels, and then pick like 5 business channels. So those are like 5 men's self-development and relationship channels. Pick 5 business channels. Pick 5 career channels. Pick 5 music channels. Pick 5 channels that are aligned with your purpose, and only watch those videos when you take notes. Like, you should be on your laptop right now or on your phone taking notes with a notebook or with your laptop or with your phone. You should be doing that on all of these videos, and you should be taking action. You should be applying actionable steps for every point along the way. Like, when I tell you to go out and practice flirting and teasing a girl, like, I want you to go out and be like, hey, what's up? I just saw you. I thought you looked interesting. You look a little crazy though. And just say that with full confidence, full cockiness, full bravado, and just practice it. Try it. You need to do something. Go out and do anything, right? So that's 3rd. Like, learn to have fun. You know, none of this works unless you're positive and having fun. It's so popular right now to be all negative and be like, well, this wouldn't work for me. Well, that wouldn't work for me. It's like, yeah, of course it wouldn't work for you, bro. You think you're a fucking loser. And like, you're feeding into this loser identity. Like, everyone starts as a loser. Men are built, men are made. You know, I was a loser. I still am kind of a loser, you know, and I'm fine with that because I'm on the trajectory that I want to be on, right? I have big aspirations. I want to have a multi-million-dollar company where I'm helping thousands or tens of thousands or 100,000s or millions of men across the planet become better with women, become the men that women need in relationships so we can stop fucking hating each other. Like, I have a big vision for that. That's why I'm posting twice a day when I have like 100 subscribers on YouTube, right? I don't care where I'm at right now. I'm okay with that. And you should be too, but only if you desire improvement. You can only be okay with where you're at. Self-acceptance is bullshit unless you have bigger goals, unless you have a bigger vision. Because if you accept yourself for where you're at, you are just giving up. And you can't give up, because if you do, you're gonna be a loser forever. Every time you give up, you're choosing to stagnate, you're choosing to stay the same. And you're losing joy for life. You wonder why you're depressed all the time. Well, you're on social media doing things that aren't productive for you. I was just on my phone, I was scrolling social media, and I was like, fuck, like I'm like depressed because I was just scrolling through, you know? And it's hard for me because I have business on Facebook. While I'm growing YouTube, I make all my money from Facebook, right? And so, to pay the bills, I got to be on Facebook. I got to be in the Facebook group that's linked down below. I have to be answering messages. I have to be booking calls with people to talk about my program with me, because I can't make money if I don't, especially when I'm growing the channel. And so that's really important to understand. Like, if I'm going to be joyful for life, for me personally, I'll just use a personal example. If I'm going to be joyful for life and I'm going to be happy that I'm alive, then I need to be doing something that has a higher purpose. I can't be giving up. I can't be playing video games. I can't be doing things that don't move me forward. I need to end a task. I need to finish doing something feeling like I'm closer to that vision I have for myself. And I need that vision to be incredibly clear, okay? Because every time you finish scrolling social media for an hour, you're gonna feel more depressed because you're not moving closer to anything. Men are different than women. We are not feminine, we are masculine. We have testosterone coursing through our fucking veins. We have this drive, this inner desire to achieve more. And if we don't feed that, we will starve our soul. We will. And this video is getting a little longer than I was hoping, but like, you need to understand this. You're starving your soul every single time you do something that is not in alignment with your purpose. And because of that, you're ruining your relationships with women. Women don't respect you. Women are not attracted to you. And so when you give in to instant gratification, when you do all the things I preach against on this channel, you will be more depressed. You will be sadder. And that is just the facts, right? You need to delay the instant gratification. You need to delay that gratification and be a man that you are proud of being. And in the meantime, you can do some of the things that I've talked about on this channel that will improve your results with women over time. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to be a joyous man, you need to have relationships. You can't sacrifice relationships for more than 6 months. You can go super monk mode for 6 months, and that's cool, but you can't sacrifice your personal relationships with other people, because those will deteriorate. Life is like a video game, and it's on hard mode all the time. Every time you're not leveling up, you're losing experience. You're losing those skills. And that is something that, if you can harness that and just take that away from this video, I think you'll have a massive ROI on your time. You spend 18-20 minutes watching a video and you realize that you can't stop, because here's the thing. If you're looking for a short-term win with women, guess what happens in 5 dates when she loses attraction for you because you're not on your purpose? Because you chose to go over there at midnight on a weekday whenever you had to get up for work, and then you're tired the next day. You give into porn, you give into junk food because you're tired, and then all of a sudden you gain 20 pounds and you're a loser 6 months later. She loses respect for you. She leaves you for a guy that's actually on a mission. And that's just how life's gonna work for you if you choose to keep going down a negative path. If you choose to give into this narrative that life is worse and life gets worse over time, because it doesn't, especially for men. But it is hard. You need to be playing life in reverse of the majority. Make life hard now. Make life very difficult now so that life is easy later. Why do you think the rich keep getting richer? You can say it's all because of capitalism. Oh, because of this and that, because of, the rich people trying to keep the poor people down. It's like, dude, I've been around rich people. I'm not rich yet. I've been around them. They're like, dude, awesome, man. Dude, you just did your first 10K month in your business? Oh, dude, that's fucking sick. Meanwhile, they're doing 150K months. But they're congratulating me. They're happy for me. They're stoked that I'm winning. They're stoked that I'm winning on a super minuscule level compared to them. These guys have $10 million companies, $20, $100 million companies. And they're like, dude, that's amazing. I'm so happy for you. And they mean it. And that's what that's what you guys don't get. People don't want you to lose. The people that are winning don't want you to lose. The people that are losing want you to stay the same. And if you can understand that, you will win, because you'll start surrounding yourself with winners. If you're surrounded by all these like instant gratification dudes, the instant gratification dudes that are watching porn all day being like, nah, man, it's weird. Why wouldn't you watch porn? It's just like, it's just like sex, dude. It's so good. It's like, dude, the Cheetos, they just taste so good, dude. Why would you even give that up? That's so dumb. It's a waste of time. Those guys, check in with them in 5 years, man. I love some of my friends from my hometown, but they're all doing the same shit. None of them are improving. None of them are growing. They all have the same bodies, or even worse bodies than they did in high school. They have the same types of jobs. They've even tried to move up in their career and they can't. They're just okay with their mediocre lives. And that's cool if you're okay with that, but this channel is not for you if you're okay with being mediocre. It's not okay to be average around here, you know? And I want people that resonate with that. And so I'm not gonna hide the fact that like, I have a big ego. I don't wanna be average. I wanna win. I wanna be a fucking winner. I wanna crush it in life, because the people that want to follow excellence, those are the people I want in this channel, right? Subscribe to this channel, commenting on the videos, you know? And so that's really all I have to say. Those are 3 things that you can do to maximize your attraction to women while you're on your self-development journey, because there are gonna be times where you're lonely and you need some female companionship, or you're gonna feel like you need it. And I know you're gonna give in, because I have too. And I want you to give in the right way, in a healthy way that gives you results that last a lifetime. So if you like the video, like it down below, comment, let me know what videos you want to see in the future. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.